Okay, so we're recording. All right. Perfect start. So, welcome to the show. This is the first episode.
No. We didn't get our name.
Oh, shit. I'm going to edit the name in there. It's fine.
Wait. Okay, so say it again.
This is welcome to the Reasonably Priced Accommodations podcast show. This is the first episode of our show. Hi. This is about Twin Peaks. So this is Gorehoff, and Niakan here is joining me. This is where you say something.
Oh, hello everybody. I'm very happy to be here. Thanks for having me, Gorehoff.
Perfect.
like I'm a one-time guest.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so this is going to be the two of us. Niakan is not a guest on his own show, but he is a bit of a sidekick. So this is us going through Twin Peaks for the first time. Right now it's 2019. I don't even know when Twin Peaks was made. Do you?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was like 90. Oh, I had it. It was like 90 something.
Really? I thought it was way older than that.
Oh, 1990. 1990.
1990. Okay.
Yeah.
So 29 years later, we're finally getting around to watching this show. It's a highly referenced show, but usually they just kind of wash over, and I keep trying to watch this show. I've tried to watch this show like 3 times by now. Every time I get maybe 3 episodes in, and then I just drop off. I will say, part of my problem, I think, is I'm watching this late at night. It's got that drony ass music going on. That's all.
Yes. We have to talk about that music.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
the music is a big thing. But it's got that drony music that it's so hypnotic, and it puts me to sleep every fucking time. And so my biggest problem is I keep trying to watch this at night, and so I don't make it, and I fall asleep, and then I lose interest 3 episodes in. That's kind of my history of it.
Yeah, I'm actually very similar. So I've heard from people that Twin Peaks is a weird show, and it's a really cool show. It's a show you should see. Blah 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 blah. Whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So from time to time, I've been like, all right, like on my own, I'll see it on Netflix or something. I'll say, okay, now is the time I'm going to watch Twin Peaks.
Yeah, I've had that conversation with myself. Mm-hmm.
I'm now going to find out what this show is all about.
Finally, yes, it all makes sense.
Finally. It'll all make sense, and then I watch it, and nothing makes sense.
No.
I mean, we just saw the first episode again.
Yeah, oh yeah, we should say, we just both watched the first episode, which is it's kind of a double episode, it's double length, and we haven't watched any more of the season, so I don't remember anything that happens after this.
Me neither. That's the thing. Like, nothing. I just remember that nothing was memorable about the show.
Yeah.
Before I watched it this time.
Yeah, other than Laura Palmer dies and we find her corpse on the beach of the lake. That's like, and there's a mill and stuff. That's like all I got.
Oh, you know what? I did remember the whole time? The music.
Oh yeah. The music.
But we'll talk about the music.
Yeah, the music stands out so much. But yeah, you kind of nailed it. Like, every time I've picked it up, part of the problem is, like, I forget what I've seen. Like, I've watched an episode or 2, 3, and then, like, I stop for a little bit, and then I want to come back to it where I left off, but I cannot remember what happened. I think part of that problem is that things are so, like, I'm hoping this is the case, is that it's building up slowly. And so when you're getting all these pieces in the beginning that aren't they seem completely random, and you're like, why are we watching this scene happen? It doesn't make any sense. There's no context. I'm hoping there's payoff later, but I think that's a problem early in the season.
Yeah, because they introduce you to so many characters, and this is why the first one was twice the length, I guess. And this apparently was the pilot, according to Netflix.
Yeah.
So they're introducing you to all the characters. They're introducing, like, they're setting up the setting of the town and all this other stuff. And so you have these like dozen or so threads that are just beginning, and there aren't many connections that you're putting together yet. And yeah, I'm hoping the same thing, that as we get into the show, these threads will start to come together, and this stuff will start to tie together in a really satisfying way.
Yeah, and it sounds like it based on what I've heard. It sounds like it's a great show. It's like, it sounds like there's a legacy behind this show, so it's got to pay off in some way. It can't be this way the entire time. So
yeah, I'm hoping this is one of those things where I just disagree with 90% of people who say it's really good at the end of it. I'm hoping that doesn't end that way. There are so many weird things about this show. Well, it's not the show. It's the characters. The characters have these funny little moments.
Yeah.
Just
that's
little
it.
things.
That's it. It's moments. These weird moments.
And God, I love it. I mean, so I notice them a lot more now than I did before, even though people told me that the characters were weird, that the show was weird. There were weird things. I think it was because this time, I don't know about you, but I went into watching it, and I'm like really paying attention to things now. Yeah, because I know I'm going to be talking about it on this podcast, right? So I'm like really paying attention. And then when I did that, I was like, huh. Yeah. And I realized probably like halfway through, I'm not really watching it as much as I'm listening to it in the past, maybe, and I'm not paying so much attention. But there are these little nuances in the interactions that really, like, there are these funny moments.
Yeah, like
throughout.
I'll give you an example, one that stood out for me. So I have but first I am with you because I knew I was going to be talking about it. I was really paying attention to like all the things that were happening, the people, trying to figure out the relationships. Whereas before I was just like letting it happen. But yeah, so I have this 45-point summary that I kind of was like taking notes on. But don't worry, the points are terrible. So like one of the points is literally just says big majestic trees.
It was such a good part.
Douglas,
yeah.
Douglas firs. So yeah, that's an example of one of those weird moments where Agent Dale Cooper, that's our like main hero guy, protagonist guy on the case, but he's just in the trees and talking about he's in the car talking about the trees, and he just a long drawn out big majestic trees. Like, it's just so weird.
He's just so into the novelty of trees and being in nature and not being in a large city and, having animals around.
Yeah.
And he has this like wild-eyed, I remember he says something that like the same thing with the trees, and he says at some point, like, he throws back to it, and again he says something in the car. It's like, you can smell those trees. Yeah. And his eyes just pop, and you can just see this like.
He has he's like a childlike wonder about things.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say it's more like a coke fueled like he just looks at what's in front of him, and it's the most fascinating thing in the world, and he's really pumped up about it.
Could be acid, yeah. Either childlike or just like LSD or something.
Oh man.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's jump into this.
Yeah. Okay, so first, before anything else, we'll just talk briefly about the music.
Oh yeah.
So
this music is like the same music no matter what the situation is.
Well,
And
there's like three tracks for every three tracks used for any combination of situations you can think of. There's like the just kind of drone in the background that's just like doom, doom.
yeah, just like the synth just hanging out there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you got the like really over dramatic cheesy piano kind of theme.
Yeah.
That's like whenever they're crying, that's the one.
Yeah.
Which makes me laugh. Like I cracked up a few times when that was happening. Like mainly because of the music. Like contrasting the music. Oh, because it was just so overly dramatic. The music was, and then like Laura's mom just like losing it. Like I couldn't help myself. I kind of.
Yeah, because it's the music just doesn't fit. The music subverts the mood that they're trying to portray.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember towards the end when I guess I can't say it. It's not like we're spoiling anything, but when what's his name? The kid
Anything
the
goes
J
on this
name.
episode. James.
Oh, James and what's her face are like making out at the end.
Donna.
And they're having that moment, and it goes through each one of the three.
Oh yeah.
Like, themes, and they're just one after another.
The medley.
And you just see their faces twist, and like you get taken on this weird, like emotional, like journey where nothing's actually happening on the screen, really, but it's taking you from like sadness and pain to like longingness, and like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And then there are moments where like there's moments with like the dead body, and the music is sort of like the more peaceful, like droning part instead of like maybe the sad or some kind of dramatic part. It's weird. The music was weird.
I have to think that kind of stuff was very intentional. Knowing like this was with George Lynch, right? David Lynch, not George Lynch. George Lynch is like guitar player, like 80s hair metal guy. No, David Lynch. Sorry, filmmaker David Lynch, who does weird shit and like very, like, it's planned out. It's not like just random bullshit. But yeah. So I have to think some of that is just to create kind of a really unease and weirdness going on through the music.
Yeah, that's probably it. It's meant to cause unease.
Mm-hmm.
Like some kind of disquietness, like when you're watching. And if that's what he's trying to do, then that makes sense.
I would give him credit because of what he's done with other films and stuff.
What other films did he make? I don't.
What's that one black and white one? Let me see here.
Oh, Schindler's List.
No, that's Steven Spielberg.
Oh,
fuck. No. So he did one of the more well-known things, Mulholland Drive.
I didn't see that either.
Okay, Inland Empire. But the one I'm really thinking of is
What I'm realizing is I've never really seen any of his movies.
Eraserhead. That's the one.
Oh,
You've never seen that one? Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Black and white, where he's got that iconic hair in Eraserhead.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So really kind of artsy, weird stuff. Blue Velvet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's why I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that stuff with the music is intentional to create kind of a contrast of things at times.
Okay, yeah. I'm with you now.
Okay. So I think that's all I got on the music. But it more than anything, it's just very memorable. It's like you hear a little bit of it and you immediately you know it's Twin Peaks.
I gotta say though, it's probably going to start annoying me if this is the only music this show is gonna have.
Probably. Oh man. Yeah. Well, we'll see. There's more to come. So let's start with the synopsis.
Yes. Oh, so can I make some like
Yeah.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 type comments?
Yes.
Because okay, so here's the one thing I noticed about the beginning. It's fucking long, this intro. It's just slow shots of like trees.
Oh yeah. The bird.
And like, yeah, it's so slow.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the intro is telling you, hey, this show's gonna be slow.
It lulls you in. It's like, get ready. Don't get excited.
Yeah. No, get comfortable. You're gonna need to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm. But whatever you do, do not down any like NyQuil or Benadryl before watching the show. You're gonna be fucking out.
This is like Lord of the Rings of like TV episodes. What was this? Is like an hour and a half, hour 45?
Yeah.
It's ridiculously long.
Yeah. Okay. So, beginning with the first main scene, we find Laura Palmer's body on the beach. Now.
Oh, wait.
What?
Before we do this,
okay.
Can we just look at the face?
The face
of the Chinese lady in the opening scene.
Oh, yeah.
Before this guy even goes out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're starting the show with this.
That's an interesting point.
You know, you see this guy, he makes some kind of weird contact with this woman who's in the frame, and he's like, gone fishing or something. It's like really weird to begin with. And then the Chinese lady, I didn't even realize that she's in the same room, I think.
Is she
but
Chinese?
It doesn't look like it.
Are you assuming?
Yeah, she's from Hong Kong.
Okay.
I'm not racist.
Okay. Just making sure.
It's actually Chinese.
Sure.
Well, I mean, he met her in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So there's a chance that she's like Mongolian and she moved to Hong Kong. But I'm going to roll with Chinese.
Let's roll with it.
All right. So yeah, like you can't even tell she's in the same room because the camera like kind of jumps to her in a way where it seems like she's somewhere else. And I'm just trying to figure out why her face looks like this as the guy saying gone fishing and going away. It's like she just like learned that her loved one died while he was away in the war or something. It's the most... do you remember this look in the beginning?
I don't remember the look, but now that you said it, I mean, we did find out that her husband died and left her the mill later in the episode. So I didn't...
Weird opening.
It is a weird opening. For one, like, she's the only Chinese or Asian American character in this show. And she's like all like her makeup and stuff and dress is way out of the ordinary for the rest of the show.
Yeah, it's very elegant. It's very like urban. It's very like done up.
Yeah, modern. And whereas most of the town is kind of, well, small town ish.
Yeah. Yeah, small town, like, you know, very conservative in the dress and even the makeup and stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, she stands out like big time, and it's an interesting start to it for sure. And I kind of want to rewatch just that little intro because I didn't know until later that and her name is Mrs. Packer. I don't know that we know her first name, but her husband died and left her everything, which is the mill, which runs the town basically.
Yeah, it seems like it's the last piece of prime real estate. Because I think we learn at some point through exposition that the mayor is trying to buy her out or something.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that part. But
maybe not. No, not the mayor, but some prominent person.
Okay. Yeah. So we start with that, and then it switches to the guy finding Laura Palmer's body, and that's the big question of the show: who killed Laura Palmer? This is our question for the show. And one thing I think we'll kind of do as we go along is we'll have our theories of who the killer might be.
Okay, yeah.
So,
wait, do you know if we find out? I mean, I guess we do, but do you know if we find out who the killer is by the end of the show?
I have no idea.
I don't either. Because, like, what's really throwing me off now is what if the show's not even about who killed Laura Palmer? What if, like, we get dragged into some kind of deep, like,
drug cartel?
Kind of like, just
because there's drugs going on here.
Yes, we learned that there's possibly drugs going on here.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. It could be that, like, that's a premise that it starts out in, making you think that that's what this is all about, and that's not really what it's all about. And it may be that we don't find out who the killer is.
I mean, it's your classic RPG. You know, you have to start the game with some kind of small quest just to move things forward until the great thing, the great event happens, where now you have to save the world.
Yes, we got to save the town.
Yes, and here's, Agent, what's his name? I'm so bad with the names.
Cooper.
I'm gonna get better at this. Agent Cooper's got to now save the town because there's friggin' aliens everywhere or something.
Yeah, Dale Cooper is his name.
Dale Cooper.
Yeah. That could be. That would be. Honestly, that would be a nice twist. Like, have it just go completely elsewhere and have that just be like a red herring in the beginning of what it's all about. But for now,
people say it's a weird show,
Yeah.
So maybe it does get weird, like real weird. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know where this thing's going.
Yeah. Alien anal probes could go there. We don't know.
Into it.
Yeah.
Do it. It was the 90s too. Maybe a cameo by Fox Mulder. No, that came later.
Yeah. No? When did that come? That was towards the...
Let me look it up.
That was right there.
X-Files?
Yeah,
was it?
93. You're right. It was later. Okay, so I want to point out that first of all, Laura is 17. We know that. She's 17. She's still in high school, obviously, because of that age. And it seems like she's kind of like the homecoming queen character. Like, she was dating the the number one jock guy, Bobby. But and so she's like that counterpart, the homecoming queen, from what I could tell. But on the surface, because then we find out later that she's got something else going on the side. But I wanted to point out, for some reason it stuck out to me. So she was wrapped in plastic. She was naked, wrapped in plastic. I think they said she was raped, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then in the plastic, she's wrapped in, or what's holding it together is medical tape. So I'm marking that down as a clue.
Oh, medical tape. Wait, how could you tell?
They zoom in.
Attention.
They zoom in, yeah. They zoom in on that on her, and at first I was like, "Is that fucking masking tape?" And then no, it was medical tape. I'm pretty sure. So I marked that in my clue category there, the old clue column. Yeah, and so I'm thinking, just based off that, I'm thinking, okay, let's watch for someone in the medical field, maybe someone around medical.
Yeah, I know where you're going. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm putting that aside, but so that's what we find out first, and then we get Laura's mom. I gotta talk about Laura's mom for a sec.
Laura's mom.
Yeah.
Can you make cuts so I don't sound like a complete dumbass not remembering names?
No.
Fuck you.
All right, so we got to talk about Laura Palmer's mom for a minute, because like this, when I saw her, this was like a nightmare for me. Like, for some reason, in like some recess of my brain, there is this woman's face. I've seen her in something before, or I have some bizarre, horrible association with her, because, and I don't know if it's just her face. It looks like gaunt, and it's the face of like just a chain smoker from hell.
Yeah.
And oh man, combined with the big curly hair, it just makes me want to puke.
It's almost sinister. I mean, I have the same revulsion. I feel bad for saying this, but I feel the same, like I'm a little bit afraid and grossed out by her.
Yes.
Like she plays like in some other movie or something where I've seen her, or someone that looks like her. She plays like an abusive, like drugged out mother or something.
That's it. That's exactly what I have in my mind too. Like that, like yelling and abusive, and
yes.
I don't know what she was in. We just spent 5 minutes trying to figure it out, but we could not figure it out. But there's got to be something, because you and I have the same feeling about her.
Yeah, there's got to be something here.
Yeah, but fuck me. Yeah, she was like, she has a scene where she's just sobbing, of course, because her daughter was just found murdered and raped. But all I could think was just, ugh, move on, please. Ugh.
Cringe.
Yeah, it was bad. Okay, enough with her. I hate her. I can't stand her. Okay,
all right.
I'm sorry.
I feel like we're jumping around.
Grace.
Let's get back to where we were.
Grace, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know if you're dead or not, but if you listen to this, I apologize.
Yeah, because you're gross, and like we both think you're gross. You're probably grosser now.
That's true.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, now it's okay that we said all those things.
It is. All right, so next there's like a little scene introducing Bobby, who's like the big sports player. That's Laura's boyfriend, one of them, but we don't really get much on him. And then for some reason, we're in a room with a bunch of Norwegians.
Yes.
Who are referred to as cheese eaters.
Yeah. Wait, but in that same scene, so going back to how the characters are all doing weird things, especially in the beginning of this episode. So this guy, the scene starts with the guy standing over the fireplace, and he just hawks a big loogie right into the fireplace.
Oh yeah, nice.
And then just a pause later, he's like, "Oh, sorry about that." Turns the other guy's like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah,
I just had to really like chew up this snot in my throat and hawk it out into this fire. You know, like you have to do sometimes.
Just like a slug, like a snail stuck in there. That kind of viscous. But like there's those kind of weird character quirk moments that, I mean, most shows that you just wouldn't have that little 2-second thing in there.
Yeah, it's like the little things. It's like you ever see the movie The Duelists with Harvey Keitel and that other guy?
Nope.
Okay, so in like it's like 19th century, these dudes are like dueling with swords or whatever, and then in the middle of the duel, one guy holds his hand up like to wait, and he just takes a moment to sneeze, and then they just get back to dueling. It's like a little weird thing like that.
Yeah,
it makes it kind of, I don't know. It made it more authentic in The Duelist. I don't know if it's authentic in the show. It's like it's quirky though. Like it grabs your attention. It's kind of funny every time it happens.
Yeah, there's definitely comedy going on here with some of these quirks.
Yeah, so the guy hawks a big loogie into the fireplace, and then he says, "All right, let's go get these cheese eaters," or whatever he says.
Yeah, that's the Norwegians. So, and I don't remember why they're there, honestly. They're looking at the mill or something.
Well, I think the guy that, and it was hard for me to follow the characters a little bit because we're introduced to so many of them.
Yeah.
But I think this is the same guy. I don't know, like maybe he was trying to sell. I don't know how, but he was trying to sell the mill to them.
Yeah, I kind of got that impression.
But the owner didn't want to sell it. This is just so weird to me.
The Asian lady is the owner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Technically, but like, yeah, I didn't quite understand what was happening there either. But it doesn't really matter because they end up leaving later anyway. But
yes,
okay,
because of another character who's very interesting.
Yes. So eventually we get a scene at the diner, which I feel like the diner is going to be important because, well, one, I mean, it just seems like such a classic scene or setting, but I've also seen other shows that reference Twin Peaks seem to use this diner.
Okay.
Yeah, so this diner location, I'm sure, is going to be kind of a main setting later. I'm pretty sure, but we're just introduced to like 4 characters on the spot here. They're just throwing them at us hot and fast. Let's talk about the actresses and actors.
Okay.
They're way older than high school age. And this was the era of TV shows where they used people way older than the actual like high schoolers or teenagers. I feel like they don't do that as much now. But back then in the 90s, man, these were like 30-year-olds, like mid-20s, 30-year-olds playing 17-year-olds. So where were we?
We're in the diner.
No, there wasn't like really anything that happens in the diner. They just throw us all those characters and then they leave.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's just, a lot of this stuff is just like, you know, here's a place that exists and we're just establishing it, and here's some characters that exist and we're just establishing them. Like, it's just setting up a whole bunch of stuff that'll get developed later, I guess.
Yeah, there's so many threads thrown at us on this first episode that we don't have any context for, which kind of makes it difficult. But yeah, so this diner location doesn't really serve much at this point, but I expect it to. But so then later, right after that, they leave the diner location when we follow this girl. I forget her name now. I think it's Shelly. I'm pretty sure Shelly, the blonde, maybe. But one of the diner girls leaves with Bobby, who, if I understand right, is Laura's boyfriend. But they're obviously like together here, and they're obviously fucking.
I mean, they're all fucking. It's a small town.
Yeah, probably. That's a good point.
Married.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But they pull up and like they see the dad's truck, and this is important. That the Bobby. I'm pretty sure this is Bobby. I may have gotten the names totally wrong. The names are difficult because
it's hard because they give you like 50 characters. No, they give you like literally like 20 characters.
Yeah. Okay, so they see the truck and they're like, "Oh shit, he's actually there. He's back from being out of town because he's a trucker." And that's important to note because later, we end up seeing a porno with the dad standing in front of his truck, like a photo of that in the porno magazine.
Yeah,
like, what the fuck is that? Where is the connection
weird.
there? Why would that be in a porno? And the porno is found at the murder scene later.
Yes.
What the fuck? I don't know. I was like,
I don't know either. I mean, well, it was, to be clear, it's like a photo of his truck.
Yeah,
in the same angle that we saw before.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say what is going on there yet. Like, it doesn't say if it's like the classifieds in the back of the porno mag. I don't know. Do they have those? I don't know. But yeah. For sale.
Or it's like, here's one of our fans. You like send in a photo of you if you're a fan of the magazine or something. They feature a random person. I don't know. But anyway, that exact shot. So like that, they wanted you to remember that shot. But yeah, so they're afraid of the dad, so they take off, or the dude takes off. I think it was Bobby, and the girl goes in. But then we're back at now we're back at the high school.
Well, let me add this.
Yeah, go.
And it's out of turn, so I don't know. But earlier, when the sheriff first learns about the body, when we're first introduced to him and the receptionist,
oh yeah,
this is another one of those quirky things.
Yep.
Like a call comes in for him, and she spends like 20 seconds telling him that she's transferring the phone to him.
Oh yes.
It's like, okay, I'm going to transfer it to the phone in your office. Not the brown phone, the black phone, the phone that we moved to the corner on the desk where the lamp is. We moved the plant. It was she keeps going. It's like that phone. And he just like stares at her and he's like, okay. And he goes into the room. That was just another weird, like quirky thing. And that's the first thing that character says.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I like that part.
I thought it was funny too.
Yeah, I like her character, the receptionist. I think she's with the deputy guy, the one who cries all the time.
Oh yeah, because she goes like sweetie over the phone.
Yeah,
when he's crying. Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Andy, the deputy. But yeah, the receptionist. I like her character. She's funny, just really goofy and awkward and nerdy. And
yeah, very endearing character.
Yes. Okay, so we are at the high school now, and we get this girl smoking at her locker, wearing these swanky red high heel, or she switches to these swanky high heel red shoes. Like, why do we see that? I don't know. I'm guessing there's some reason, like they're gonna come back later. I don't know, but definitely stands out. Maybe a clue for later.
Oh, see, I just assumed it was like just talking to her rebellious nature, because then you see her like smoking and she puts the cigarette out in the locker. Yeah,
you're probably right. So she's just being a rebel, I guess, and then so they're just kind of setting the scene of like this is Laura's high school, showing the high school, and to me that was like setting it up as like it makes the viewer think is the killer maybe one of her classmates. So I think as we're seeing scenes or settings, we're supposed to be wondering if maybe it was one of these people. So like when we were in the diner, I was thinking like, maybe one of these people at the diner. And then when we were at the high school, I was thinking, looking at her classmates, wondering if one of them held a grudge against her. So that's kind of what I was thinking when I was watching this, as we were seeing these different settings.
Yeah, and they start to tell you like a lot about the like relationship dynamic and like where like the circles are and that kind of stuff. And
everyone's cheating on everyone in this place. That's that.
Yeah, basically they're all sleeping with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So one thing I wanted to point out, they do a class roll call, and it brought up to mind a technique of introducing characters, and because you're just reading out names, and it's like, here's this person, and they show the face. Here's this person, show the face. And like, is that the laziest way to introduce characters, or is it like the cleverest way?
Oh, well,
I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's basically like giving it's pointing the camera at a person and saying, this is the name of this person. This is the name of this person. This is the name of this person. Like, literally, that's what's happening. So at first I was like, man, that's a fucking lazy technique of introducing characters. But then I was like, you know what? Maybe it's pretty clever. I don't know. But it was just a little thought.
It could be like just the fact that they have like 25 characters or whatever they're introducing you to, and so
They gotta
some of
move
these
it
you
along.
just gotta get through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, and here's Bobby and Fritz and everybody. Yeah, we'll get to them. Don't worry about it.
That's why I
They're
was
not
like,
important right now.
yeah, that's why at the beginning I was like, man, that seems like a fucking lazy technique. But then there's so many, like it would have been way too long to try to introduce them in a more, one-on-one way. So one thing I noticed that seemed weird, was swanky shirt girl, swanky shoes girl. It seemed like she knew, like, before the announcement happened over the radio. So over the intercom, so the principal does an announcement over the intercom saying Laura Palmer was found dead, or something along the lines of that. The dramatic piano theme kicks in fucking hard when the kids are all crying. But before that announcement, like, as the announcement starts, it seems like she knows. Like, she starts crying before. And I don't know if that's a giveaway, any kind of, like, maybe she knows something more, or if it's, I don't know, maybe anachronistic in the sense that it wasn't exactly in the timeline. I don't know. I thought that was really weird.
Here's the other thing that I just remembered. I didn't understand what it meant at the time, but now that I've seen the episode and we're going through it again, she turns to the friend. What's like the main
Donna.
Donna. She turns to Donna when they're at the lockers, when she's put the cigarette in her locker, and she says, "Nice day for a picnic." And then Donna just says, "Oh yeah," like not quite getting it. But later on, we find out that Donna. And they're at that picnic together. Yeah. And it was supposedly recorded by none other than Mr. Biker Man.
James.
But based on what she's saying, that means either she saw that film.
Yep.
Which is possible, or she was like there and they didn't know it. Like she was watching somehow. And it could be that, going back to the magazine and all that and the film, there could be like a line here where like there was like some homemade movies made maybe and distributed, and like it might go that direction. I don't know.
That sounds creepy. Sounds shady. Yeah.
I mean, she was raped and murdered, so it's got to go somewhere creepy, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Jeez.
And there's like, it's literally a porno mag with like a photo of her house and then a photo of that other girl, like right there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, is the dad the local porn distributor or something? I don't know what this thing is.
Yeah. Good point on that. I forgot about that. Yeah. So there's some weird stuff going on there. That makes me wonder how much that swanky girl knows, the rebel girl knows.
She's a troublemaker.
Yeah, something more going on there.
Cause mischief.
And we have like Bobby being questioned in the library, and that's when we find out that Laura was his girlfriend. But I mean, we saw him earlier with that other girl from the diner. So he's got a side girl, and then later we know that Laura has a side guy too. So, and then really like everyone's like cheating with everyone in this town, like I said. We got one guy who seems like he's got 3 going on at once. That's the mechanic. Yeah.
Wait, no.
Who's he got? He's got that crazy eye patch lady. He's got the lady.
Ooh, I think it's his wife. It's got to be his wife, right?
Yeah, I think it's his wife. Which again, like an eye patch lady. I mean, that seems like a Twin Peaks kind of thing to do. Have a lady with an eye patch.
Plays with her shutters.
Yeah. Oh yeah, complains about the drapes and stuff. But so yeah, he's got that his wife. He's got the woman he meets at the bar, And then at the end, he was with another woman.
Oh, I thought that was the same woman.
Oh, I thought they were different women. You may be right.
I can't keep track of these characters.
Yeah, right now it's very hard to keep track of, but maybe it'll get easier as we go along, I think.
And maybe some of them die off.
Yeah, that'll make it easier. All right, so then suddenly we get a scene of a girl wandering some train tracks, and she's like just disheveled. She looks like she's probably been raped or something and left for dead.
Yeah, not having a good day. For sure.
No. And she's picked up later, but then we get a scene with Agent Dale Cooper. Here, this is an important thing, an important question here. He's talking to his recorder, and he does this a lot. Anytime he's like noting something of interest, he's gonna talk to his recorder and address Diane, who at this point, I don't know if Diane is a real person.
I don't either, because he has Diane, like he tasks Diane with things on his recorder, and it's not like he's gonna like mail it out to somebody for them to listen to and then perform the tasks.
Exactly. It's not like he's leaving a voicemail or something. It's just it's just a recorder that I imagine he just keeps. Yeah, so I don't know. I was thinking maybe Diane's not a real person. That's my intuition.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Diane's not a real person. It's either, well, it could be different things, but yeah, definitely not a real person.
I think he's just kind of crazy and just made her up, and that's it. It's
well, it could be like a secret split personality thing.
Yeah.
That we don't see yet. It could just be like an imaginary friend. Like, who knows how weird this guy gets.
Yeah. So this this is directly referenced by, I'm just going to be a nerd here and say that this is referenced by the game Deadly Premonition. Yes. We have pretty much exactly this happening, where we have the FBI agent talking. In that case, he's just talking to someone, not through a recorder, just flat out talking to an invisible person or something, but clearly a reference to this, his Cooper's recording for Diane. And this is also where he does the big majestic trees and the Douglas firs. He's like so enraptured by these Douglas firs.
Yes. I love how like this guy is just so into the flora and fauna of this area.
Yeah. It's I like it. It really adds to his character. It makes him so much more interesting, I think. He could have just been so like one-dimensional of just this FBI guy doing an investigation, but he's just so weird. You wonder how, oh, you know what I just thought of? So, yeah, I wonder. So, first I was going to say, you almost wonder how he would become an FBI agent if he's this kind of bizarre, his acts this strange. And then suddenly I'm wondering, maybe he's not actually FBI.
He never shows his badge.
I don't remember seeing it.
Never shows any identification. He just shows up and says, "Hey, I'm
the
FBI."
I've seen enough X-Files to know that they flash that shit like right up front all the time. They want to show that off.
Yeah, it gives them a hard on.
Yeah, it does. So suddenly that brings a new question. Maybe Dale Cooper is just some crazy fucker living up his fantasy of being an FBI agent. And Diane was like his wife that he like murdered and keeps in his basement or something.
She's still like in a rocking chair.
Yeah.
In the attic.
Exactly. or basement. One or the
or
other.
basement. Yeah, basement. Basement's fine.
Yeah.
Basement gets a little, a little
Dank.
damp sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
That can't be good for a dead body.
probably not. You want it as dry as possible, probably.
Yeah, you want to go to that attic, get that mummification going.
There you go. Put a bunch of salt up there too.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on from the mummification. So we find out that the girl who was wandering the tracks is named Ronnie, and she was raped, I think. And
Ruh-roh.
I didn't mean to say it like that. Oh my. She's a fellow she's a fellow high school student.
Okay, cut that part out.
Okay. So she's a fellow high school student of Laura. We know that. And I think later we find out that she was like best friends with her. Or at least from Ronnie's perspective, I think. What? I think we find out Ronnie considers Laura her best friend, but I don't know about that. Like, I got a feeling that was kind of a one-sided opinion. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, there's definitely like a lot of typical like high school drama stuff here, like unreturned. Yeah, there's definitely stuff going on here.
Yeah. And we get this doctor who's really weird, and he has weird things in his ears.
This guy's a big fat creep. Yeah.
What the hell does he have in his ears? What is that? The things like sticking out.
Yeah, like
I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, because at first I'm like, oh, he's got earplugs in. Wow, those are big earplugs. And then I'm thinking to myself, why would he even have earplugs in? And it's not earplugs. Like, what is this? What's happening here?
I have no idea. It's just another one of these bizarre things that this one especially completely unexplained. I don't know what those things are. I couldn't even think of an idea of why he would be using those. But he's very creepy. He also mentions that her parents didn't know that Laura was seeing him. I assume it was. He means seeing him to get birth control,
or she was having sex with the guy.
Maybe I thought about that too, but that was my first thought, and then I was like, oh no, it's probably to get birth control. But it brings me back to the medical tape. So this guy is one of my
prime suspects.
One of my prime suspects. He's like, this is my thought. Like, so Laura comes there. She's wanting some birth control. So he knows. Oh, she's sexually active, and then he's like trying to come on to her, and she spurns his advances, and then he gets rough, and shit happens from there.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
I don't know. So, like, I could see that him being a good suspect. So he's on my list. And this is where Cooper finds he checks under her left fingernail. And is hinting like, oh, this is a bigger thing, which we find out is he thinks it's a connection to cocaine use. Because I guess that's you scoop it up with your fingernail and just jam that fucker in your nose.
Is that what that was?
Snort it.
That was I thought that was evidence that he found later on. It was like an envelope with a white powder in it.
Yeah,
that's the first mention of drug use.
Yes, but he mentions when he looks under her nail, he's like, "Oh, this is a connection," and then later he talks about the connection. Or the bigger thing being drugs and cocaine. And if you know it, I mean, for some reason it sticks out in my mind that people use their fingernail to scoop up cocaine and snort it.
Yeah, but he found like a letter under her nail.
It was a letter?
Yeah, you missed that part. The thing he dug out of her nail.
Yeah, what was it?
It was like a tiny like letter, like cut out of like a newspaper or something or a magazine. I forget what the letter was. It was like the
Oh.
letter R or something.
Oh. It was probably out of that porno mag or something. Something that in the struggle at that crime scene. Maybe because there was like papers and stuff there. Okay, well, fuck me. Forget the cocaine. Forget the cocaine under her fingernail.
Cocaine theory is out the window.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there is cocaine involved somewhere.
There is. Yeah, that's true.
But that's not what. Apparently, not what was under her fingernail. That was not
the cocaine nail.
No.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about. He used the finger.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's always the pinky though.
That's what I was gonna say. It's the pinky, but anyway, so forget about that. Let's just pretend I didn't think it was drugs. I wrote that maybe Cooper thinks Laura was doing coke. That's the fingernail thing. She's snorting the angel dust out of her fingernail or something.
Angel dust?
Isn't that what they call it?
That's what PCP is.
Oh, maybe.
That's the kind of stuff she'll like.
Oh shit!
Like she'd go rape another dude if she was on that.
Oh man, I don't know my drugs. Can I say? Oh shit! Okay.
Oh, I love this. This is fun. This is fun. I like this.
Yeah. So then, okay. So we know that we also find out that Laura was with Bobby the night before the murder. She was there to study or something. Sure. And they're talking about this when Cooper and the sheriff are interrogating Bobby. And there's this scene or this little scene in that part where Cooper types on a calculator to tell the sheriff that he didn't do it. Remember that?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So they're talking to Bobby. He's across the table, and he grabs this. He has a little calculator, and he uses that to tell the sheriff he didn't do it.
Yes, that's right.
But
I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that like interrogation scene where like, it's cool to know like here's the moment that he knows this based on the information, but he still pushes the kid a little bit, even after he knows.
Right, just because maybe the kid knows something more.
Yeah, exactly. Like the kid could, indicate to him who else he should be looking into.
Or he's just a crazy fucker who's not really an agent and is just like messing with people.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, but
that's the beautiful part of this.
For some reason, when he started typing on the calculator, I just imagined him pulling the old 55318008 and then flipping it over.
Me too.
Did you for the boobless? Like, and then showing the like typing that out and then flipping it over and passing it to the sheriff as a joke, like so it would say boobless. Yes. I can't believe you thought that too.
Yeah, it was the first thought that came to my mind.
Yes,
like he's gonna write like boobies on the calculator.
Yes,
and just show it to the guy.
Exactly. Oh man, that's beautiful. I'm so glad we're on the same wavelength on that.
Yeah,
that's the level of maturity going on.
Only hashtag only 90s kids.
Yeah, something. Exactly. Yeah. Classic. And because it's those calculators only handled 8 digits, so you got it.
Exactly.
You only had so much to work with. So and then we get the scene with the Norwegians again, where what's her name? I forgot. I don't know her name.
But the troublemaker.
Yeah, is that the same one? The swanky,
it's the same one.
Swanky Rebel. Yeah. Swanky Rebel is her name.
It's the same one that says "nice day for a picnic" and smoking and change into the red shoes and all that stuff. Same person.
She is a troublemaker. She's the Swanky Rebel.
Yeah, because the first thing that they tell her is like, don't breathe a word about the dead body to the Norwegians, because it
Hmm.
happened right by the mill,
Right.
or at least it was discovered right by the mill, and so they don't want to spook them. And
Yeah.
then, of course, the thing that she does is she walks into the room of the Norwegians.
Yeah, while there's some ridiculous music playing, like the soundtrack for this scene is just like obviously made it so that like the Norwegians are a comical type of people. Like they're goofy because they're Norwegian. Like that's the joke.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're just like these odd Scandinavian,
Yeah, that speak
weirdos.
funny and yeah. But yeah, she spills the beans on it like fakes being. It seemed like she was just faking her like being upset about it to them.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally.
Which is
Like she
really
was doing
weird.
it just to like draw them in. Yeah.
Which is really weird because like in that earlier scene where I was saying it seemed like she was crying before the announcement, like I don't know. Like and that time it seemed like it was genuine. This one's obviously not. And
Actually, so I want to go back to that school scene because
yeah.
I picked up something totally different from her.
Okay.
Um, what I should look at the scene again because maybe I just missed it. But when I saw her, when the camera showed her,
Hmm.
I saw her not reacting the same way that the other students in the class were reacting.
Okay.
It
Yeah, I
was like
know
she
she stood
already,
out. She stood out.
yeah, it was like, to me, it was like she already knew.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like it seemed like she yeah, yeah, that's the overall impression I got from that scene at the high school before the announcement was that she somehow already knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then here suddenly she doesn't seem at all upset. I don't know. Maybe she did it. Maybe she had a thing with Bobby, or I don't know. Who knows? But she's a suspect in my book.
Yeah. She's definitely, to me, she's like probably an accessory of some type. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think she did it,
Yeah,
but I think she knows who did it.
yeah, it's too violent. Well, and for one, she was also raped. So,
Oh, well, yeah, yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess yeah, yeah. So,
But I mean, she also didn't like. I don't think she participated in just the kidnapping or whatever
mm,
else took place.
okay, helped some
I
way.
just, yeah, I just think that she knew about it
Yeah,
and didn't care that it had
hmm,
happened.
yeah. Weird stuff with her. So we'll keep an eye on her. And then so next they find the train yard. We find the murder scene, which is
Yeah.
like these old train cars that are just abandoned, and there's a bloody hammer and the words written in blood, "Fire walk with me, fire
Mm-hmm.
walk with me." So I don't know. I'm wondering if that has something to do with like Native American culture, because this is Pacific Northwest. That's made obvious by the like um in the mill. There's art on the wall that is like Pacific Northwest Native American,
Oh
um,
yeah.
like the totem type stuff. So when I hear firewalk, like I'm thinking something with that, some kind of ritual Native American thing going on there. Um, I don't know that matters at this point at all, or if it's going to pay off, but that's the impression I got with that.
Yeah, I wonder if it's like half of a message and
Yeah,
the way that it's cut in half. Like we don't understand what the message is yet. We think we do, but it's like it ends up being a totally different sentence.
yeah.
I'm waiting for that to happen.
Oh, that's a good point.
Like the first time that you saw, well, at least for me, like, and I think for most people, like in The Shining, like the first time you see red rum on the wall, it
Yeah,
doesn't occur to you at all that it's saying murder
right.
until like much later on. That's just a huge mind fuck. I feel like
Yeah.
that's gonna be what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Like fire walk with me is like every other word in the complete sentence. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. What if that what's that? It's gotta be explained. It's gotta. But then we also find out that the biker has the other half of the heart necklace that Laura had. And the biker is letter J, which is James. We were introduced to him, James. Don't really know much about him other than was also in love, like, secretly with Laura's best friend Donna. So, like, there was like a love triangle going on there. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think. One thing. Yeah, I don't suspect Donna. I don't at all at this point. And I'll explain later why. But or James. But James is definitely upset about Laura's death and was in love with.
There was something weird about James towards the end, but I'll talk about it when we get to it.
Okay. Then we find out that Laura had a safety deposit box for the last 6 months. Here's where the porn comes in.
Yes.
So initially, way back at the beginning of this episode, I had mentioned the porn was found at the murder scene, and that's not correct. It was in the safety deposit box. So it was along with over $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then her, as we mentioned before, her dad was in the photo, and the magazine was called Flesh World, which is like, what the fuck? Why would her dad be in that magazine? I don't know. And then
he wasn't in it. His truck was in it.
He was standing in. Yeah, no. He was standing in the photo. His truck was there, and he was standing in front of the truck.
Oh, I didn't see him in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But even just as important, we also see like a photo next to that of the girl who survived. Posing in the magazine. Ronnie.
Was that Ronnie?
Her. Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't realize that was her.
Yeah. So remember earlier, in the episode, Cooper asked the sheriff, was there any connection between these two girls? Mm-hmm. And the sheriff goes, no. Besides the fact that they went to the same high school, all accounts seem to be that they didn't really know each other. And then when he looks at that back page, he says, all right, well, here's your connection. And it's a photo of Laura's dad's truck next to Ronnie's like half naked body.
Yeah, that's really bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay, man, what the fuck? I don't know what that means at all, but that's bizarre. So Laura's got something bigger going on to have that much money stashed away in there. Maybe the drugs
unanswered.
Yeah. And then we get that that scene with Shelly from the diner, and she has that insane psycho jealous boyfriend Leon, who's like threatening to snap her neck if he just like happens to find a different brand of cigarette butt around.
Yeah, just like your like textbook abusive.
Yeah.
Piece
and
of
just
shit,
super unstable.
Yeah.
Could easily be a killer, but this, to me, the way that the murder scene was, the fact that there's this weird note, and like, to me, he doesn't seem a suspect to me, even though he is completely unstable and I could see him killing someone. It seems like whoever killed Laura did it because of some like feeling of being wronged by her. That's my impression.
Yeah, it could have been I agree with you that he probably wasn't the person.
Or like
who did
jealousy or something that led. I see Laura's death as partial, like creepy crime of passion type, fucked up love triangle involvement, maybe drugs, but I don't see this guy. I just don't see it.
No, because he's more like impulsive, and
Yeah.
his like instability is directed specifically towards the person he's involved with.
Yeah.
He wouldn't feel the same way about like other people,
Right. Yeah, I don't see it.
because like, yeah, because that's like his girlfriend or whatever. That's his, that's the thing that should be following the rules that he gets his like, that he gets angry at. It's not like some random stranger
Yeah.
that he would like take stuff out on.
Exactly. So I think while he's insane and awful, I think it's kind of a red herring.
Yeah.
So when we don't get really anything more of them. Next up is
Maybe he's just like a wild card. Like maybe later on in the series, because of that like instability, he does something unexpected suddenly.
Yeah.
That just kind of throws things into flux a little bit. That's probably where that comes into play.
I could see it. So next up is one of my favorite quirky moments is the log lady.
Yes. Oh, it was great. It was just great.
Yeah.
It was great comedic writing and delivery.
Yes. I cracked up. So he's like, Cooper is there and he's like, so who's that lady with the log? And then it's the sheriff, right? Or someone else. Yeah, the sheriff is like, we call her the log lady.
Yeah, but the lead up to it is what makes it funny, because so Agent Cooper is new to this small town and the whole small town experience. So he's sitting in like the town hall or whatever it is, or the courthouse or something, where they're having the town meeting. And this is all new to him. So he's sitting there and the sheriff's kind of explaining things to him and like telling him about the prominent people in the audience to like try to like give him a little bit more information, maybe make him feel a little bit more comfortable in the situation. And so he's pointing out people to him. He's saying,
"Oh yeah,
that's it. That's what's his name. He owns half the town. He's trying to take the mill and blah blah blah."
This is another way of is it lazy or clever way of like explaining who people are?
It's definitely meant for like time efficiency.
Yeah.
And so it's like, that's the setup. It's like, who's that? Oh, it's this person. Who's that?
Yeah.
And he's asking sort of in a way where like the sheriff's like explaining like, oh, that person is
giving an actual name.
Yeah, that person's not who you think they might be. That person's actually very important, and they do this and this and this or whatever. And then the third time he's like, oh, and who's that
lady with the log?
Who's the log? Yeah, who's that lady with the log? Oh, we just call her Log Lady.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's brilliant.
That was the best, the funniest moment of the episode. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so good.
So then we get the scene where I don't remember much from that scene other than Log Lady. That's it. That's all I got. I was too enamored with that joke that the rest of it just washed over me.
Well, you have the senile mayor that tries to call the town meeting to order, and then he just kind of gets lost like in his own head as he's trying to do that. And so the sheriff's like, oh, just give me a second there. And he takes the mic from him and he's like, thank you, Mayor, whatever his name was. Here's Agent Cooper. He just kind of takes it over from him. It's kind of funny. It's like there's still respect for the old man because it's a small town and all that.
That sounds familiar.
But Grandpa is like not fit to actually have any responsibility anymore. So it's like, hey, just sit there,
give him his moment, then move on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, so then we have the old teen sneaks out the window scene, which why do they never have? I mean, I know the answer to this, but why do they never have screens on their windows? Like, obviously, it's so they can sneak out for the scene, but like for some reason, I never even thought about this or noticed this until watching this episode the other night. And I'm like, how am I just noticing this now? But thinking back, every fucking time they do this scene in movies and shows, there's never a screen on these windows. I don't know about you, but every window I have has and have had in any house or apartment had screens on them.
Not all of mine did.
No?
No, so there was this window that I would use to sneak out of my house.
Oh my God.
So
You fucker.
when I was growing up, my bedroom was on the first floor, but our basement was above ground. So the first floor was really like the second floor. And underneath my bedroom window on one side, there were like these rose bushes. And what I would do is like, so that it wasn't that bad of a fall.
Into
Like
the
if
thorns?
I landed, yeah. I mean, it sucked, but I didn't like break anything. I don't know. It wasn't so bad. But the one window I would need to do that, like I popped the screen off, like the longest time ago, and like no
you
one
just
ever
left
noticed.
it off.
Yeah, I just left it
Oh,
off.
okay. All right. That's probably what she did then, huh? Probably what all these fucking teens are doing, aren't they?
Yeah, man.
God.
You gotta prep it. You can't pop that screen off when it's time to execute.
That's a good point. All right. Fair enough. I'll accept it. So then, we get, this is Donna who snuck out the window, and she's heading down to the roadhouse, to meet James. And she gets out of the house before, like, her drunk idiot boyfriend, like, you get the two. You get
Dancing on the car.
Yeah, Bobby and blonde dumb shit, football McGee. Yeah, and her dad doesn't really care much that they're fucking drunk and driving. I mean, I guess it was the 90s, huh? There still was although, why do I get the impression that, like, while this was 1990, it's set earlier. Like, I get the sense...
It feels like it's like 50s or 60s.
It feels earlier, right?
Yeah, in terms of like
cars and stuff.
Yeah, the cars they're driving.
Yeah, it feels like
the
60s.
values. Yeah, it's very like
60s, 70s. Yeah,
it feels more conservative than the 90s.
Yes. So, yeah, the dad doesn't care. I think maybe it was more the sign of the times of that supposed to be, or he just doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, so then we get the drape hanger, the machinist. I don't know his name. The mechanic.
Oh, yeah, uh-huh.
I
forget his name.
Yeah, we're at the roadhouse. Sheriff and Agent Cooper are staked out there watching for James. Were they watching for James at this point, or did they even know about James? They're watching for something to happen there.
Yeah, they went to they went to the roadhouse because they're looking for the daughter. And I think
Okay. Well, that's why the drunk idiots are there, but
yeah, they're staking it out for some reason. I forget why.
I forget exactly too. I think there's just they have some reason to believe that something's going to happen there.
Bikers, that's why.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So when they're looking at the video of the picnic,
in her
they
eye,
see the bike in the reflection.
Yeah, her eye. There's a reflection on a close up of her eye. And a bike.
Yeah, so then when they see the bike, they're like, okay, let's stake out the roadhouse.
That's it. You got it.
Because she's gone missing, so let's see if she ends up with that guy that we're trying to find. Yeah.
Yeah. So, mechanic cheating on one eye lady with some woman who is also married.
Two-eyed lady.
To what?
Two-eyed lady.
Two-eyed, yeah. who's with some two-eyed lady who happens to be married to a guy who's getting out on parole soon. So it's like all kinds of messed up going on here. Meanwhile, we got Agent Cooper out in the cop car whittling some wood, and
he's making like a whistle.
Yeah, and he's like, smell those Douglas firs.
Yes,
it's beautiful.
Just you got to look at this guy's face when he says that.
Oh yeah, yep. He's drinking it in. He's getting a boner from the smell of those furs. And then a fight breaks out because the drunks are in there, Bobby and Blondie, and and they're beating up the mechanic guy, and then some biker takes Donna to James. But Cooper and the sheriff are on the trail, so they're tailing him, but they do a terrible job.
Yeah, they just he's like, follow that bike at a discreet distance. So in other words, like so far away that when they turn a corner, you won't see them anymore.
Yeah,
and so they turn a corner and they lose track of them.
Yeah,
predictably.
And so then we cut to James and Donna talking, and James is saying how Laura was acting really strange, like completely, like way out of character, and I'm thinking maybe she was on drugs, because there's that whole drug aspect going on here. Mm-hmm. And then Laura told James that Bobby had killed some guy. And yeah, and then suddenly James and Donna start making out. They're like, right there. Yeah, they're just like, yeah, you know what? Our best friend, my girlfriend, dead. Let's make out. We got feelings for each other too.
Here's the part that threw me off a little bit.
Yeah,
because the way that James was saying, and maybe I was looking too much into it, but it seemed like the way that James was saying, you know, I don't have an alibi from last night, and blah, 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 blah. It seemed a little manipulative. I thought it came across like, I don't know, like all of a sudden he was kind of like going with it and saying like, hey, I need your help. I need an alibi.
Oh, yeah. Like maybe he didn't really have the feelings for her, but he knew that she did and was going to use that by.
Yeah. He just wanted to like cover his ass, you know?
Yeah. You may be right there. I didn't pick up on it initially, but yeah, could easily be true. Yeah. And
again, it could be a red herring because he seemed like he genuinely did care for Laura.
Yes.
Like he couldn't have. I don't think he could have done it.
No, I don't. Well, okay. This is okay. We'll come to a thing at the end that I think rules out like a bunch of people.
Yeah. Okay.
So they bury the necklace. They put a little rock over it. Mm-hmm. The other half of the heart necklace, and then they leave. And then or no, then they get picked up by by Cooper and the sheriff, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And then we get the donut scene.
Oh yeah,
that donut spread. This is another thing that's like, what? This is like, to me, already is quintessential Twin Peaks. You get a table with little stacks of donuts.
30 donuts.
Yeah, with just 2 stacks. So one, and then one on top of that, and then like evenly spread out along the table and organized by type. You got the chocolate ones, you got the crumb ones, you got the powdered ones, and they're all just, there's like 15 stacks of those out there. And man, it made me really want a crumb donut.
Yeah, I kind of wanted a donut when I saw that.
Yeah, man. Okay, but yeah, like that's Twin Peaks right there. That's a scene where you're like, that's it right there. And
Yeah, it
And
was very bizarre. Like she sets that up for them every day.
yeah, it's so weird. Um, and then they put James in the jail cell where the drunk idiot boyfriend Bobby and Blondie are in there, and they just start barking. And like, I get what they're doing, but it just felt like some real fucking cringy shit right there. Like,
It was very weird, and the audio changed towards the end. Like it wasn't them actually like doing the barking anymore. It sounded
yeah.
like a different kind of yell. There was
Oh.
something weird happening there.
Hmm. I don't know. I was just when that part, I was just like, ugh. All right. Ugh. Those guys are fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And then we see. Oh yeah. Here it is. So this we're coming down the road here to point 43 of my 45-point summary of I have oh snap, mechanic guy also getting it on with Mrs. Packer. That's the third woman.
Oh, wait, who's Mrs. Packer?
Asian lady.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was the sheriff.
No. I don't think so. I thought that was the mechanic guy again.
I thought that was the sheriff.
Why would the sheriff be there when they just arrested like all these kids? Like they got a lot of work to do at the sheriff's office.
Well, no. Cooper left, and he said, tomorrow's another day or whatever.
Oh,
And so,
okay. Maybe you're right. Okay, well, someone's getting it on with Mrs. Packer, the Asian lady, and some other lady some woman sees this happening through like a window, and I don't know who she was. Did you know who she was at the
This
end?
part I must have missed. I
Okay.
don't remember this.
Okay,
part.
yeah. So like Mrs. Packer and either the sheriff or mechanic guy are like, I think they were, I don't know, they were starting in on the sex.
Nice.
Yep. And it cuts to this woman who sees what's happening through her window, and then she picks up the phone and calls some man. I didn't recognize the voice. But she was like, I got something to tell you. So like this was like news, basically gossip to spread that Mrs. Packer and either sheriff or mechanic were getting it on. And then here's where it comes down. Here's the part at the end where I think it rules some people out. So then we get the gloved hand.
Yes.
Picking up the rock and picking up the necklace that Donna and James buried. So and I think we have some things to talk about here on this spot. So first,
yes.
Because he knew where it was buried, he was obviously there and just watching them.
He was definitely watching from like the woods.
Yes.
Because they're like in the middle of the woods too.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's
but
creepy.
They were on a trail that went from the mill to like just that turnoff in the road.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Another thing is this glove is brown. It's leather, but it's not the fancy OJ shit kind of glove. This is
it's a work glove.
Yeah, this is like a more work glove. Yeah. But not so beat up either. It's but it's got that kind of textured on the outside. Thing.
Yeah, it's like a rough leather. It's like an outdoor working glove.
Yeah. So the fact that this happens in that timeline, we can rule out some people. So we can rule out the 3 people in jail. So James is out. Bobby and Blondie, they're all out.
Mhm.
Well, okay, I should say, to me, that's the killer.
Oh, see, to me, it's not.
Really?
Yeah. So to
Oh,
me,
okay.
that's somebody that just saw. So think about it. Let's say, so here's what I think happened. I think this is either it's the mill guy that said gone fishing or whatever. I think it's him actually.
Oh, okay.
And I think he's just like walking along the trail. I think it's a coincidence. He sees them and he just kind of waits,
Oh,
like
okay.
to kind of see what's going on because like he knows like past curfew. Maybe he heard about the girl being missing. Like who knows? Like if they're calling around. Like I'm not sure. But he's watching them and he sees them like he hears her Donna say out loud like give me that half of the necklace, we need to hide it
Yeah.
because the cops will think it's you and blah blah blah. And so to me, I think it could just be somebody that overheard that and they said, "Oh, I better get my hands on that." Whatever their intentions might be. And I think it's probably the guy from the mill because like the glove
Hmm.
again, like it kind of points to his character. I think you see like a little bit
Oh,
of a plaid sleeve too.
yes, that's right.
I think it was him, and I don't think it necessarily means they were the killer. They could
Okay.
either have
Yeah,
been
it's a good
just
point.
like I think it's something along those lines.
For some reason, I jumped to, oh man, that's the killer. There's some sinister
That's the
shit.
killer.
Yeah, like he was sitting there, like he knew that they were gonna be there. I don't know. In hindsight, I don't know how he'd know that he was gonna be there, but yeah, I don't know. I just imagined like the killer, like stalking them, watching them from the woods there, and then picking up his the trophy that he wanted or something. I don't know.
I mean,
Um,
that would be the ultimate thing. Like if they show you the killer in the first episode,
hmm,
that would actually be really cool. And then like the rest of the series is like all this other information collecting and collecting, but there were some clues
mhm.
right from the beginning that like could tip you off.
Yeah, well, I was also thinking that it was the killer too, because like that's why they would use. I mean, well, one of the reasons why I think they would use a gloved hand. I mean, obviously used a gloved hand, so you don't know, you have no idea who it is really. It could be
Mm-hmm.
a man, could be a woman, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
um, and doesn't give you any info really. Um, but generally, when they do that in like mystery shows, it's the killer. But you're right,
Yeah, that's true.
it could just be some guy. It doesn't mean it's the killer. So, but that's how it ends. Like that guy picks it up and then fade out, and we got more Twin Peaks music going on.
Yeah, the music.
Yeah, but so I think at this point we should just kind of. I think each episode we'll kind of update our who we think it is, our suspect,
Okay.
or at least our prime suspects. And that could be completely thrown out if the show just shifts to an entirely different direction, and this is all just nothing.
Yeah, yeah. Which
But
I still think is like a 25% possibility.
yeah, I think maybe I think there's a 20% chance about that too. So I got a couple. So I got mechanic guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's got especially since I think I thought he was also with Mrs. Packer, but maybe less so now that I know that maybe that was the sheriff. But I thought, he's got so many threads going on, so many like side relationships going on at the same
Yeah.
time secretly.
He's a horn dog.
Yeah, like maybe something happened, like she had something on him. It was worth putting her down, or I don't know. But he's on my list, but low on my list. I got the doctor on my list. I already kind of explained my theory on that. He's kind of medium. He's kind of medium in there. And so initially, because I thought the killer was at the end there, I was really ruling out some people. But really ruling out Bobby, which I think it's safe to rule him out anyway, probably. Or at least Cooper seems to think so.
Yeah.
And then Blondie. Blondie's just too fucking dumb. And then I really don't think it's James. And
I don't think it's James either, but I think that he was trying to find an alibi.
yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I think there's a good chance you're right on that. Do we know what Swanky Rebel Girl's name is? Because she's high on my list. She's high on my list.
Oh yeah, to me she's clearly like either an accomplice, not an accomplice. It's more like she knew what was going on or what had happened, and like it didn't bother her, and she did nothing to try to prevent it.
Yeah, I could see that. Like she knew
she was like aware of whatever surrounding situation was going on. Like she
saw it coming.
She knows who the killer is.
She saw it coming and was like, "Good riddance. That bitch deserves it," or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could. So yeah, I'm on board with that. Otherwise, yeah, there's not like I could see it being the dad who was in the porno, because like he was in that magazine that she had, and we kind of know by his reputation with Bobby and his daughter that he's someone to be feared, like more than the normal amount.
Oh yeah, because that kid who is otherwise, like he doesn't care what you tell him.
Yeah, he's like kind of an arrogant asshole, but this guy, he sees that truck, and boy, he is fucking
hauls ass out of there.
Yeah, he's out. Yeah. He's scared. So that he is my top suspect at this point. I don't know his name at this point, and I don't even know what her name is. It's Bobby's side girlfriend. Yeah. Bobby's side girlfriend's dad. That's my prime suspect. Also on the list, somewhere in there, with the way out in left field pick, Log Lady.
The Log Lady.
Yeah.
So here's
Can you imagine the damage she does with that log? I mean,
cave your skull in.
Exactly. All right, that's my picks.
My theory. Well, I mean, still, like Rebel Girl or whatever her name is definitely like
Swanky
aware
Rebel.
of it. Yeah, I think that the porns. So thinking about that safe deposit box, right, in the magazine, why would somebody keep that? Well, they would keep that as some kind of insurance, right?
Blackmail.
It's either blackmail or it's like if something happens to me. Although it would be like they'd spell it out, I guess, if it was like if something happens to me, they just write a letter and be like, hey, if I'm dead, it's because this freaking guy did it. So yeah, probably blackmail. That might explain like the 10 grand too. That's
yeah, like he paid her off, said, here's 10 grand to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. Oh wow, okay. There could be something there. I think that the mill is important. I think that the sub thread of like the mill and how there's this tension over like the ownership and wanting to sell it, but the owner wants to keep it, and like the wife wants to sell it or wants a piece of it.
There's a lot of money involved there, especially because this is the heart of the town. Like if this mill goes away, like that town fucking dies.
Yeah, there's a lot of work. Yeah, exactly. So there's a lot of vested interest in what happens to that mill. It's bigger than any one person, right? And so I think that the fact that the body was dumped at the mill or like just like yeah, it was at the mill basically. I think there's a reason for that. I think it was done perhaps to sabotage what somebody already knew was the sale that was like going on to the Norwegians or whatever. So this is where I start to think about that girl again and how she like likes to like that kind of like fits into her. Like I don't know, she could be an accomplice.
Yeah.
I think that there could be some like something with the mill and like taking advantage of some other situation that existed that's related to like that porn circle and using it to like kind of like get an outcome that they were looking for with the mill. That's what I think is going on with that.
She's underage, right?
Yeah, but she could just be like doing like the will of somebody else.
No, yeah, but I mean that magazine, like.
Oh yeah, because they're teenagers.
Yeah, well, as we know, Laura was 17. They said that.
Yeah.
And if what's her name was a classmate, she might have just turned 18. But
they were still in high school.
Yeah, so.
But my point is like, and that magazine was from at least 6 months ago because
oh yes,
the person said they opened the box 6 months, like they opened up that account 6 months ago.
Odds are like that.
Odds are they're underage.
Yeah, she was underage in that magazine, which could be good reason to like for him to want to like pay her off.
And here's the thing, though.
I think we cracked the fucking code right here.
Maybe. I think we're pretty close, but I think there's still some missing parts because there's a difference between like killing someone to like silence them, maybe, and like raping and killing someone. Like I don't think you need to rape someone to silence them.
That's why I was like getting the impression that there was more emotion behind this.
Yeah, there definitely is. There's definitely like, you know, like when you rape and kill somebody, it's because I mean, even if it's a target of opportunity, it's still like, you know, this is like a crazy guy that like coveted that target.
Yeah.
Like they were after that target for just whatever. Like as opposed to like, oh, this person can screw up my interest in the mill. You know, I have to.
Yeah, you just off him.
Yeah, you just off them.
Yeah.
And then you don't.
Most likely.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's definitely more to this.
Man.
I think I don't think we can tell who it is yet. But
no.
I think it's clear who's not directly involved. And there are a couple of people who I think are involved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't think we specified it but in the beginning, but neither of us have had this spoiled for us at all. So
yes.
Like we for this long we don't know who killed Laura Palmer. We don't know where this show is going at all. So yeah. We're just making our best guesses here.
And I really like I'm looking forward to when we finish this. Mm-hmm. And we look back at the predictions.
Oh yeah. It's going to be ridiculous.
But I mean, we're probably gonna be like really far off on most of them.
Yeah.
But there might be a couple that we're like accidentally dead right on.
Yeah, like the log lady.
That's gonna be really cool. That's gonna be so cool.
Yep, it's gonna be log lady. I'm pulling for it. I got bets on her.
Yeah, I think those 3 kids that were in jail. Well, I'm gonna put it this way: I
don't think it's any of those guys.
I think the red-haired guy might have something to do with something.
Blondie?
Like, there's nothing that rules him out. Yeah,
no,
Blondie,
he's
there's
just
nothing that rules him out.
Stupid, like
yeah, he's an asshole, but doesn't mean he's. No, he's not ruled out in my head.
All right.
There's no reason to rule him out, but
he's not on my list at all.
And James, I think no.
No way, James. Not a fucking chance.
I mean,
nope. None.
He could still genuinely care for her and still like know what had happened to her. So
Yeah.
the thing that to me might be the exception to this is he's part of this like biker gang, right?
Yes.
And he might have more loyalty to the gang.
But
like there might have been something that happened. Oh
here's,
no, but it's a serial killer.
We don't know that.
Well, we know that there's a pattern with the letters under the fingernails and all that. That's a serial killer.
Yeah, he thinks so, yeah. Cooper thinks so. Yeah. And yeah. You're right. Isn't there some connection to drugs there too?
What's that?
Isn't there some connection with the drugs and the serial killer too? I don't know. Maybe
I think
not.
The drugs are probably going to link to the biker gang or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I don't think it's the biker gang. For one,
I don't think so either.
Like the way that James's friend, that guy in the roadhouse, like grabbed Donna and was like familiar and friendly with her and was like, "Oh, come, James is waiting for you," or something like that. Like that, to me, that ruled out the biker gang. Like they seem friendly with Donna and Laura. So I don't see that. I don't see bikers being involved. One thing I'll just say, so this was because the episode was twice as long and we were kind of going into our background on it, some of the stuff that's like kind of overarching about the show, like the music, things like that we talked about, this episode is at least twice as long as it's going to be going forward.
This was a lot to like start out with. This was a big.
It is. But yeah, so I think in the next ones we'll probably be about half this, if not shorter.
Yeah,
but
I think that's right.
But yeah, we're gonna watch one episode at a time. We're gonna watch one and record, so that we don't know what is coming up next. That's the plan all the way to the end. I think aren't there other seasons as well? But yeah. So,
I honestly don't even know.
I don't know. I know it came back. The show,
it came back. Yeah,
they did a reboot or something recently. I don't know anything about that. If it's kind of connected, I mean, I know it's the same characters. I think a lot of the same characters. I don't know like what kind of connection or how it goes and everything. So, but yeah, we'll see how this our goal is this first season. And it kind of depends on how we like this show. So far,
hopefully we make it past the 4th episode.
Yeah, for the first time. Yeah. All right.
I'm excited though. This was great. It was a lot of fun.
And having two people watching it, we pick up on different things. Like things that each of us missed and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun talking about it with someone who also doesn't know.
Yes.
And you're trying to like figure it out together. That's what's making this fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. I like this. I'm happy. And hopefully the blank in the beginning of this episode is filled in with a name. Otherwise it's just the blank show. For now,
the awkward pause show.
Yeah, that's it. The awkward pause Twin Peaks show. But thank you guys for listening. If you made it this far, holy crap! And
congratulations.
Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll do another one next, episode 2.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.